What's up, Trios Tribe? Bringing you guys another box opening. I feel like it's been a minute since I've done one of these for the channel. I think I skipped BT17. I also skipped Liberator. So I haven't had, a box opening in a few minutes, which is a couple of sets. But yeah, here we are. Eggman stuff slowing me down, life stuff slowing me down for the channel, and just taking care of business sometimes, it is what it is. But, this is our first set. This is our first combined set since BT1/BT2. Special release booster 2.0. Our first step into getting, caught up with Japan, which is very exciting. I think that's something we've wanted across all the Bandai card games, One Piece, Union Arena, Digimon. And you even look at things like Battle Spirits it's in such a weird spot with their desync, but Fusion World and now Gundam are going to be simultaneous release, and soon will Digimon be as well. And that, I think that's exciting for the deck builders of the world, getting to experience the metas fresh, not having to just kind of pick up where Japan left off constantly. But enough of that, let's talk about the set. I'm not excited for this set. I am. If you've followed me long enough, you know that my favorite Digimon is Garurumon, Lobamon, Beowulfmon, Kendo. I love Koji, and his whole line are my favorite Digimon in the whole thing, in the whole franchise. I just love it. They're my favorite. Season 4 is my favorite season. I'm a big Power Rangers guy, so season 4 is kind of really just Digimon Power Rangers. So I love the hell out of it. But this set is not. This is the season 4 set, and those decks just suck, man. They're not. The Garurumon doesn't digivolve on blue. Koji switching to yellow. I know someone's gonna say it in the comments, and people are like, "Oh, it should have been yellow from the start," but it wasn't. Okay, it wasn't. And so now with it being yellow now, especially with the Garurumon, what am I supposed to do with all my old support? And the new deck doesn't even work. And I'm like, ugh. I'm really frustrated with it. The Takuya side's slightly better because Takuya at least gets to stay red, but that deck, both Susanomon decks aren't that great, and it's so frustrating. I'll get into it. I'll probably rant more. I'll start opening the box, but I'll get into it more as we get there. But I'm so annoyed, man. I don't know, man. It's I get to see Shine Greymon get 3 waves of support in a row. I get to see, how many Gallantmons do we have already? How many War Greymons? This is technically, I want to say, the second Garurumon I get, and I'm saying technically, I know there's a promo, but the promo is supposed to go with this one, and it's how am I supposed to, I really hope I don't have to wait another 15 sets to get a new wave of Garurumon stuff. It's just all I'm saying. Anyway, there's some cool stuff in this set. They've really, from what I've been hearing, the ratios are really, the ratios were going to be scary, but they definitely tried their best to push it to be better. We got, oh man, this is another thing that disappointed me about the set. Season 4 is the tamers in season 4 are so integral because they are the Digimon. So getting some cool alt arts of the tamers would have been sick. And instead of cool alt arts of the tamers, we get box toppers. And I'm because you guys saw all the sick tamers we got in BT17, right? That Matt and Ty looks so good. The Davis and Ken, I know the cards are not that great, but the alt art is so good. And then the set where it matters, I feel the most, where the tamers matter more than anything, they just get box toppers, and we'll just open it. Looks like we got a Takuya and Koji, which is good. It's probably this is the main card. And then, oh, we get Chimeramon. Oh, so I guess you get a tamer and then a random uncommon foil. That's interesting. Huh. All right, cool. Well, at least we got my boy Koji. gotta get the playset. Probably gotta get a playset of all of them, just because I like. Season 4 is the one like I over collect a lot on. And then we get a lucky pack. So from what I understand, this is gonna be one of the super rares, because there are more super. Oh, did I just pull? Ooh, I just pulled a secret. Oh, look at that. Oh wait, Zeed. Oh man, the lighting for this card not great. Sorry. Yeah, Zeed Millenniumon as my lucky pack. That's probably okay. I know the secret. I know this. The deck is interesting, but I don't think that it's that strong or anything like that. Let's get into the packs. But yeah, no, this is probably like, if you're not interested in me whining, this is not going to be a great video, because this set so disappointing to me. Like JP switching to black, awful. Zoe switching to green, awful. And I really don't care. I really don't entertain the argument of like, well, that's the colors they should have been. Like at the end of the day, they weren't. And now this new support completely ignores the old support. So anyone that wants to build a Zoe deck is just screwed, just because, like, why? Just because lore? Like, that doesn't, I don't know, man. Neemon. Like, and this Neemon is another example of why like the Magna-Garurumon deck is just like doesn't work. Like, he only picks up yellow tamers, right? So if you even wanted to try to put in the old Koji stuff, you can't even use the new Neemon. Not that on top of the, all right, here's the Fist of Athena. Definitely the LordKnightmon deck is something we're all going to, everyone's talking about it. Everyone's like worried about how it's going to affect the meta, especially since we're going into like, everyone's kind of realizing how good purple is again. And our first rare is JP. Again, he's black, should have been green. Frustrating. And oh wow, already a super rare. LordKnightmon X antibody. This is, we were just talking about LordKnightmon. People are realizing that like that Cerberusmon package, pretty good, pretty strong, pretty good. And I won't be surprised if it gets hit. Purple is just always finds a way to be good in time for Nats. This is gonna be the second year running where purple's really strong. It's looking really strong for Nats. And it's just because like they get so much, everyone complains about like blue's memory gain, but purple gets way more memory gain, and they get the effects immediately that trigger their own memory. So like they get, like you guys have seen it, like one boost and a rookie in the back and they can get to their level 6 really consistently. I guess I haven't done this in a while. So rares we'll put right here, commons off to the side, and we'll just start going. Oh my god, these rookies. So these are the rookies that are supposed to go with the hybrid decks. But guess what? They're not hybrids. So like you have to, the whole deck revolves around discarding and drawing. Like it's kind of like a hunters and save mechanic. Like I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to redo Crossheart and Hunters. However, the deck doesn't have rookies. So you have to play this whole hybrid deck without rookies, and like they want you to play these, but you can't discard these with, it's just, it's like, it almost feels like they didn't try, man. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna complain a lot, and I'm sorry. I'm just really passionate about Magna-Garurumon, and also Owen and Zenith got screwed over. This was supposed to be their set, and all Owen got was this Tamer card. The fun Beamon deck, I know it's relevant, people like it. Ooh, Loemon. Loemon's a rare. And then we get LordKnightmon. This is the BT19 LordKnightmon. This is the one that actually goes, you can play in Royal Knights on top of just, you know, LordKnightmon decks in general. It's actually a good card. This is the kind of card, like, I wish, my only complaint about this card is like, I'm not really a big fan of the transition to purple black. Like if this was yellow black, like that would have been so cool, because now you can use the old LordKnightmon stuff with the new and like have a lot of fun. But now, like, I mean, at least Lord Knight got 2 waves of support back to back that support each other, whereas, you know, Koji didn't. Again, I'm gonna be salty, man. I'm sorry. Like, I can't. It's one of those moments where you think, like, I sit down and I think to myself, like, maybe I just need a break from the game. Like, if they're just gonna ruin my favorite Digimon like this, like, it's just like, I need to step away, calm down. But I don't know. I'm here. I'm mad. More Fun Beamon. See, like, Fun Beamon gets 2 waves of support back to back. More the Minimon support for some reason. More vegetation support. Yeah, I guess this is kind of also kind of a Liberator card because they care about suspending a lot. The Tokomon, Mercurymon, Wizardmon, Chimeramon, Rhino Kabuteri is a good card. Freemon, Korikakumon, and Emperor Greymon. The true blue hybrid level 6 apparently. I remember when these cards were first being revealed and everyone was like, oh man, Heaven's Judgment's gonna be such a problem, and honestly, Heaven's Judgment, it's looking like Heaven's Judgment's not that big a deal, honestly. Like, I mean, you guys gotta remember, Heaven's Judgment is an expensive a 7-cost card that doesn't really advance your own game state, so it's like one of those things where it's like, it's cool in like it's a problem in Digimon X because you can establish this immune body and then just can go off, just let that carry you through the rest of the game while, you know, doing things like Heaven's Judgment or setting up more options and controlling the board. Here, like in a deck where like they don't really have protection and they're just kind of going for like a body and then attacking and then need to think about the play after. It's not quite the same. Also, another is that, oh, this is the power crept. This is power crept Chumon. That's funny. Your opponent can't gain memory other than by tamer effects, and it's a 2K instead of a 1K, making it a strictly better Chumon, unless you really care about the name. Penguinmon, another one of those fake hybrid rookies, makes me mad. Gingasmon, Tokomon, Swimmon. More bird support, more fish support. The amount of fish support we've been getting. I don't know, man. Oh, Rihimon. This is probably the new best level 5 in hybrids. This is probably the best level 5 for the Magnagarumon deck in general. It digivolves on a purple-yellow hybrid for a cost of 3, so it avoids this 4 cost that the Beowulf has, while also still being able to do the cool like trash warp effect. Also has jamming. You can play a tamer with inheritable from trash when digivolving, so you get to do a lot. There's Koichi, looking good, and then Machine Dramon being the Machine Dramon's another weird deck that like they kind of like haven't given it. It's always been a deck that doesn't get good support, like direct support, and lately whenever they print a Machine Dramon, they strictly like avoid the old stuff. Like if you guys remember the SOC Chaos Dramon doesn't digivolve on a Machine Dramon for some reason. The Dark Masters Machine Dramon can't digivolve into any of the Chaos Dramons. Like it's just like, oh, we got, oh right, because BT19, nice. I was confused why we have 2 purple digibubbles. Trailmon, just a good tamer searcher, honestly, for 4. Reveal top 3, place a tamer card or 1 level 4 or lower black card from among them as this Digivolution. End of opponent's turn, you may play 1 tamer card from this Digivolution. The problem is that guy's probably not surviving. Hornet Eater, Arbormon. I can't wait. I'm kind of excited to collect all the hybrids again, though. Like, honestly, the bad guys end up being better than any of the main cast. Actually, Digivolves for 2. This is the first time we're seeing like tamer as a Digivolution bubble, which is exciting. And the fact that it actually digivolves on tamers for 2 is unbelievably strong compared to what you guys are going to see in the future here when I start pulling. You guys kind of saw it with the Lucemon already, but oh my god, the level 4s are so expensive. And Tommy. Oh, we already got our Susanamon Ace. I think this is a secret rare. So we already got like most of our hits already. Crazy. Susanamon Ace. Actually, unironically, with all my complaining, Susanamon Ace is actually a really good ace for, you know, what the decks are trying to do. I won't be surprised, like any deck can run this. It can digivolve on any color, any of the seven colors. So if you can even run this in funny enough, you can run this in Eosmon as a level 7 ace. So I wouldn't be surprised if people need to get their hands on this card going forward. Yeah, no, that's about it. Still haven't hit an alt art, but I guess from what I'm told, there's more hits in a box, so can't be that bad. We'll keep going. I'm probably gonna start skipping. Dragon's Roar, really upping the amount of like 2-color options. Oh, this card. These cards, there's one, Magna Garurumon has one too. So you may place up to 5 hybrid cards with different names from your hand or trash under one of your tamers. Then one of your tamers with 5 costs or more under it may digivolve into Emperor Greymon in the hand. So there's no way to ignore the color requirements. And as you can see, you need 3 colors. The idea is you have, for this one, you have Tommy, Zoe, and Takuya on board, and that activates all the colors. However, you don't need Takuya, right? Tommy and Zoe already have red in them, so just the 2 of them are able to meet the color requirements. And then on top of that, you get to ignore Digivolution requirements. So you don't even need Koji or Takuya. Your Tommy can just go into Emperor Greymon with this card. So like the main character of the card, you don't even need it. Like, I don't know, man. It's so frustrating. Looks like we might have an alternate, or at least a super rare Ancient Kazemon. Again, I love collecting the ancients. They're always fun. These are so awkward because they're like, in some ways, but here's the Beetlemon, by the way, super rare. Woo! Again, look at those Evo costs for 3. This is my champion that digivolves for 3, unless it's specifically on top of JP. I don't know about you guys, but that's just kind of bad, man. Anyway, the new wave of ancients are like they're in some ways better than Ancient Gray and Ancient Garurumon from BT 17, but they don't replace themselves. They don't replace the tamer that may be under them. They cross for a lot more. Like this this is for 7 instead of 6, so it's for 1 more, right? Am I missing 10 minus 4 is 6, so it's 11/7. Yeah, so these hard play for 7 if you have both of the sources, and then at least, like, I don't know, we'll see. So spend all your opponent's Digimon with much or less DP as this Digimon. None of their Digimon can unsuspend until the end of their turn. Not a bad, like, it's a good effect. And then the replacement is slightly better. It's not an on deletion, it's an all turns when this Digimon would leave the battle area. You may play 1 level 4 or lower Digimon card with hybrid, avian, bird, or fairy in any of its traits from this Digimon's Digivolution card. So you need it to be in source, which kind of makes it worse. But it's not an on deletion, so it dodges a lot of good stuff. So I really don't know what to say about it. I'm also being really bad at opening these packs. I don't know what it is lately, but like their packing has been like really tough lately. I'm gonna start going faster. I feel like this video is gonna be way too long. I've been complaining way too long. 7 Divine. Oh yeah, we get all the Lucemon stuff now because of BT19. So 7th Divine Cruise, the latest in the 7th cost X antibody options. I like the X antibody 7 Demon Lord options. It's definitely ran in the deck. I think it's at least a 2 of in the deck. Someone can obviously correct me. Also, Ancient Megatheriumon. Fun fact: Ancient Megatheriumon is a sloth. It's a prehistoric sloth. So, fun fact. But I don't know. I think the X antibody 7 Demon Lord stuff is always fun. Lucemon seems like it's gonna be somewhat relevant. Kind of. I feel like it's gonna be around the same power level as like Sephagamon. Where I won't be surprised if we see like 1 top every now and then, but I don't think it's the kind of deck that's gonna top every event. And I think that's a good place to be most of the time, just depending. It does some good stuff against like Imperial. It does some good stuff. Like it has plays. It's not completely shut out, so that's just good, right? And Kaiser Leomon. And let's complain again. Kaiser Leomon. Look at those Evo costs. If I don't have specifically Koichi, this thing digivolves for 4. I'm gonna digivolve my champion for 4. That's ridiculous, man. Isn't it? Like, that's crazy. This is a level 4. I can't even get into my boss mod. I don't get it. I don't get why they made the card so expensive. It's just crazy to me, man. I don't get it. I won't get it. Here's another super rare Millenniumon. Yay. The Millennium deck's all right. I played against it a couple of bit. It has plays. It does some interesting stuff, but I'm not too excited for it. And I don't expect it to do too well. Oh, there's Jet Silphymon and Wynamon. I'm always excited to see Wynamon. Yeah, man, like they could have given us like a yellow Strabimon, maybe even a. I guess they didn't have to make a purple Flamemon, but I don't know. Again, this is my channel, and I use it to vent, because otherwise my friends are gonna hear it, and they hate hearing it. Zoe, exciting. Like the Tamers are so good. Like if this was just like green yellow, man. If this was just like green yellow, people would be so excited. The Inheritable's so good. When this Digimon deletes one of your opponent's Digimon in battle, you may play one Tamer card with the inherited effect from your hand without paying them. Like they're so good. And then they fall flat on their face with it. So frustrating, man. Ancient Sphinxmon. Funny enough, thankfully, I guess at least Purple Hybrid gets to do stuff. Purple Hybrid's very exciting to see and talk about, so we'll see how that goes. Dynasmon X Antibody. I actually don't know how good the Dynasmon X Antibody is. I'm Metal Kabuterimon, exciting. I'm not aware how good or bad the Dynasmon stuff is. I know Lord Knight is getting attention, but it's more of because like Lord Knight and the 6s are solid cards. And then purple is just so generically good with a lot of its stuff recently that you just make Lord Knight the level 6 and call it a day, which, you know, goes hard, man. Swinging, Piercing, Alliance, it's just good. And then we Ryugamon, we get the Mollusk Aqua, more fish support. I don't know why we're getting so much fish support, but it is what it is. Another outlet for me to be upset because we get more fish support than we get Beowulf Mons or something like that. Like, it's just, ugh. And we get a Zoe. Bunch of comments after that. Ko Kabuterimon. Why? Like, if these just had the rule counts as a hybrid, oh, the decks would be so... and they digivolve for 1. Why? Why is this digivolving for 1? It's not gaining you advantage like an Ukomon, man. Ugh, I can't... They did everything in their power to make the deck so bad. So bad. Patamon, fun card. And oh, Lobomon. I didn't know Lobomon came foil. Look at his head oh man, they sheen this guy up. I can't even properly show you. The Lobomon unironically is a solid card. Actually, if you guys play Blue Hybrid at all right now, this is actually the first Lobo or level 4 that we can play and instantly trigger Koji, assuming that something is in security. If we have a hybrid or a 10 warrior in security, if you're at 1, you can digivolve this for 2 on top of Koji, and then search security, find something, gain the 1, which is huge. Also another one with the inheritable, if you have 7 or fewer cards, draw a card, really helps the old Magna Garurumon, like the old warping to Koji. Like this, unironically, this Lobomon is good. However, digivolves for 3 on anything else. So if you're not like maybe like it just shouldn't, like, there's no reason for these cards to like be that expensive, man. Like, it's a little insane to me. Oh, and then the Susanomon card. This card's on it. Like if the deck was slightly better, this option, the Susanomon deck might actually have legs. It's just, there's just so many things that hold it back. It's crazy. It's wild to me how hard they held it back for some reason. What do we got? Oh, we got Lucemon Larva. He's just a rare? Huh. I thought he was like at least a super rare. That's crazy. Another Tommy. And more just scaff. I'll probably have to go in and pull out all the hybrid stuff later. Unironically, the villains have way more fair effects, way more fair stuff about them. Like, they digivolve for 2, they digivolve for 3 for the beast modes. Like, it's infinitely jealous. And like, this Bokomon like actually picks up red hybrid. Like, this is why I'm a little jealous of Kaiser Greymon or Emperor Greymon, because his support still cares about it being red, which is all the old Takuya stuff and all the old Emperor Greymon stuff. So they at least actually get a complete, like, they at least get to sit down and think about how they're going to use their old stuff. Like, Koji can't. Koji just straight up can't, and it's so annoying. I don't know, man. Neemon, and then Kumamon. Yeah, it's not going to be fun trying to get a super rare of all of those. And also, Loemon got screwed over. Loemon doesn't get Loemon and Kaiser Greymon don't get, or Kaiser Leomon don't get a alt art, which is really sad considering how the set was laid out. And our first alt art is Lucemon Ace. Exciting. That's sick as F. We just pulled 3 secret rares. That's crazy. I'm hyped for that, actually. I do intend to put... I intend to have that in Ancient. If that's what I'm playing for whatever, I intend to put that in Ancient. For sure. For sure, for sure. Being able to... Because you can... they Digivolve for anything, and then they plus 2k for all the colors under them, so you can delete a 14k when Digivolving, when attacking. Not bad. Not bad at all. What do we got? More fish stuff, ancient Kaze, and then just more craziness. But I don't know. I just hope we revisit season 4 again quickly. I hope it doesn't take as long as it did, or at least give us like multiple sets back to back, like some other sets or some other support has gotten. This new Lucemon's really good. I really like the Lucemon deck. Is unironically something I kind of would want to play if I could. I just never really collected the old stuff, and I don't really want to try to hunt for it now when everyone's trying to pick it up, you know? Well, here, speaking of Lucemon, here's the new Chaos mode for the set, T18. Also a good effect. Honestly, I think it's funny because it's like, you try your best to play all the old stuff to go along with it, because that's all you really have. But the new stuff is just so much better for what you're trying to do that it gets kind of rough. The deck becomes like, I hope I see, like a game of, I hope I see my new stuff. Otherwise, like, you're just kind of playing half a deck most of the time. Magnagarurumon, I get to enjoy my disappointment. Here he is. Magnagarurumon, whee! Yeah, just, again, doesn't Digivolve on blue, really hurts the card, really hurts the deck. Even the effect isn't that great. Deleting things is really, like, whatever now. But it is interesting that you can delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the same level this time, instead of just bouncing one thing like the old one. And then you can attack twice in theory, or block twice. That's like, you know, since like you could put the Beetlemon and stuff under, and you can have blocker. There are things you can do. It's just so expensive to get there that I don't. But yeah, that's where another ancient Sphinx mod. Sheesh. That being said, I'm excited. I'm glad that they brought back all the alt arts. Sorry, the connected alt arts, I should say. Connected alt arts have always been really fun. And here's LordKnightmon X. Bam. The Koichi. And I actually haven't pulled the triple color option for Koji unless I'm just slipping and past it. But I'm almost to the end of the box. I think we should have one more hit. Yep, speaking of which, Seraphimon Ace. That looks so pretty, Jesus Christ. Hold on. Wow. That's a really pretty card. This is a card people should be worried about too, honestly. On play, when Digivolving, Digivolve 3 one of your opponent's Digimon. When attack targets change, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 5k for the turn. Busted. It has blocker, so like you Digivolve, now you have blocker, blah blah blah. Digivolve's on purple. I think it's black yellow, so you can run it in the Lobomon deck if you want. You can even run it right now in Ancient. I might play test with it in Ancient. Also probably a really good Dominimon card, because you know they needed another angel like ace to play, so they can play 30 aces instead of just 26. And our first Loemon's still good. The purple hybrid actually kind of comes out of this set eating really good. It's probably the only playable hybrid deck, ironically, considering that they were kind of one of the worst ones previously. I think red red hybrid, blue hybrid, green and yellow hybrid all really got to play the game. Black and purple, black didn't exist, to be fair. Like, I know there was a couple cards, but like realistically it didn't exist. And purple hybrid was out of the ones that I consider existing, purple hybrid was the worst one. And now they come out of this as the best one. Woo, Velgramon. Our first Velgramon is kind of annoying, but it's what it is. And then Dynasmon. Is this the one that works with Royal Knights? It does have an on play. It is. When this Digimon would leave the battle area, if you have 2 or fewer security, heal 1. So it's a good Royal Knights card. Some late game healing if you know, just to stave off some of that early aggression that decks can give you. And then he's just blocker. By trashing the top card of your security, one of your Digimon gains blocker. So you have another access to another blocker. And then just lets you play the game, man. Be defensive. And then our first like normal Takuya and Koji. That's annoying. And our first Zephyrmon too. So I feel like this set rares are gonna be a pain. But that's the end of it. If you made it this far, thanks for listening to me yap. These videos do tend to be a way for me to just kind of, you know, just decompress and, you know, I get to complain. So here were our hits. I think we got a lot of super rares. We're missing a lot of. We only got 1 Lobomon. We didn't even pull a Goonie. So yeah, rares are gonna be tough, but hopefully I can pick up everything in time. No, not in time, but just over time. We did pull really crazy. I think triple secret rare is kind of sick. I thought the lucky pack wouldn't be textured or anything, but they are, so that's cool. So yeah, Susano, and then where's the Shadow Serafi? These were our big boy hits, and then everything else is just kind of existing. We got the Chimera. We didn't pull. What are we missing? We didn't pull. We didn't pull Kazemon. We're missing a lot of the hybrid supers, right? We're missing. Duskmon was one, and then Zephyr. So we're missing some stuff, but you know, that is what it is. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. Hope you guys keep watching me. The intent is to be able to host more events, or you know, commentate and be the production for more events. So hope to see you guys in the future, and we can get to do more for the community. And it's a lot of effort, but it's effort worth doing, and I never hate doing it. So like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time.